Picture this. Socrates, the great ancient Greek philosopher, is strolling through Athens' central market. He's not there to buy olives or debate the merits of democracy. Oh no, he's there to prove a point. A merchant is selling the best, most genuine Spartan spears. Socrates picks one up, examines it, and declares, "This is as much a Spartan spear as I am a Persian belly dancer." The crowd erupts in laughter. The merchant's face turns the color of an overripe tomato. Now let's dive into the story of Socrates, a man so honest, he made a tomato blush. Socrates, born in the bustling city of Athens, was a man of many talents, but he had a knack for making people uncomfortable with his brutal honesty and piercing self-awareness. His philosophy? An unexamined life is not worth living. Some would say that's a bit harsh, but Socrates wasn't one to sugarcoat. One day, a man named Euthyphro approached Socrates, boasting about his extensive knowledge of piety. Socrates, ever the skeptic, couldn't resist a good intellectual joust. He asked Euthyphro to define piety, to which Euthyphro gave a rather vague response. Socrates, being Socrates, responded, "That's as clear as mud, Euthyphro, try again." Euthyphro tried and failed again and again to give a satisfactory definition. Finally, he huffed off in frustration, and Socrates just shrugged. Honesty, after all, is a virtue. Socrates' honesty wasn't just directed outwards. He was just as critical of himself. He claimed to know nothing, which sounds like false modesty until you realize he meant it. "I am the wisest man alive," he once said, "for I know one thing, and that is that I know nothing." Talk about self-awareness. Now Socrates was so brutally honest that he ended up being sentenced to death. Yes, you heard that right. Death by hemlock for being a bit too honest. The Athenian jury didn't appreciate his corrupting the youth with his probing questions and relentless pursuit of truth. But did he regret it? Not one bit. He went out with his head held high, a cup of poison in his hand, and his signature wit on his lips. He even had the audacity to joke, "Well, we'll soon know if death is a blessing. I'm going to find out firsthand." To sum it all up, Socrates was a man who valued honesty over popularity, who believed in examining himself as much as others, and who met his end with a joke on his lips. So, what can we learn from this ancient philosopher with a sharp tongue and an even sharper mind? Firstly, honesty is a virtue, even when it's uncomfortable. Second, self-awareness, knowing our own ignorance, is the first step to wisdom. And finally, a sense of humor can lighten even the darkest of situations. So, the next time you're tempted to tell a white lie or avoid self-reflection, remember Socrates, the man who made a tomato blush and met death with a joke. After all, an unexamined life is not worth living, but a life without a little humor is just plain dull. Take it from Socrates, the Persian belly dancer. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, so you never miss an opportunity to enhance your life's journey with mitigating life. Thanks for watching.